And we're back. Lesson
Just like that. New clothes.
tick, 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 tick,
Yeah,
tick.
right.
We're back. Lesson 23. Why don't you take the read, sis?
Lesson 23. Okay. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. The idea for today contains the only way out of fear that will ever succeed.
Oh boy.
That's a strong statement to make.
Underline, highlight.
Whew. That's like whacking me across the cheek with a wet fish. The idea for today contains the only way out of fear that will ever succeed.
So wait a minute. So
Holy.
like therapy and 10, 20 Hail Marys, or paying penance, or what? Drinking alcohol?
That's right.
None
Taking
of those? Drugs?
100 rounds at the gym? No, right? Okay, so this is the only way out of fear that will ever succeed. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. There's no other way to escape the world of fear. Okay, so nothing else will work. Everything else is meaningless. But this way cannot fail. Wow. Every thought you have makes up some segment of the world you see. It is with your thoughts, then, that we must work if your perception of the world is to be changed.
Okay, and I just have to say, when I really got this, it was such a load off.
Right.
I mean, truly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only that it's only at the level of thought that we have to work at, right? You don't have to go out there and work really hard. You don't have to get a second job. You don't have to do rounds of therapy. You don't have to go prove yourself. It's at the level of thoughts, and it's just, wow. Okay. It is with your thoughts then that we must work. And that's it. Nothing else. That was so big for me.
We don't have to act out at the level of behavior,
Mm-hmm.
the level of human form.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't have to. Although many times we'll be inspired to make changes at the level of form or the level of behavior. Once we've actually healed this in our mind, right? Once we've given it to the Holy Spirit in exchange for the miracle.
Yeah, good point. Yes, excellent.
Okay. If the cause of the world you see is attack thoughts, you must learn that it is these thoughts which you do not want. There is no point in lamenting the world. There is no point in trying to change the world. Whew, that's a big statement to make.
What was the next one?
Okay. It is incapable of change because it is merely an effect. What he's saying here is the world we see out there is an effect. It's not a cause. Right. You know, he's introduced this earlier in other lessons, but we've got to allow him to reverse the way we think here and to realize that the world out there is not causing anything.
That's right. We're never a victim of the world. The world arose out as a result of the thoughts that we hold. Thought first, then manifestation or projection or image, right? Yes. Okay.
Okay, so but there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world, right? One can well ask if this can be called seeing. Is not fantasy a better word for such a process, and hallucination a more appropriate term for the result?
I don't even have that.
What's that?
I don't have those sentences. Can you read that again for us in the COA, people?
All right.
But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. And then what does yours say?
each of your, no, where am I up to?
Well, I'm looking at the bottom.
I must have I gone and, what have I gone and done here? I don't even know where I'm at.
Paragraph 2.
It is paragraph 2. I went and jumped. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's no point in trying to change the world. It is incapable of change because it's merely an effect. We already went through that.
Yeah.
But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. Here you are changing the cause.
Got it.
Okay,
Yep.
You got that?
Yes.
The effect will change automatically.
Yay.
Do you want to flesh that out?
Well, cause and effect being one, you can't have, the world can't remain while your thoughts about it have changed. So if that law of perception is projection makes perception, you're seeing the contents of your thoughts. You see the contents of your thoughts. As your thoughts heal, what you see heals. Has to. That's the law.
That's the law. Okay, so if the birds in my backyard, where are they? Are they out there, or are they in my mind?
They're in your mind.
So the birds are in my mind. Okay, all right. So if I change my mind about the birds have to change.
That's it. So do you have attack birds in your yard?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a victim of attack birds?
Yes. T-Rex. T-Rex. Just think T-Rex.
I hear you. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I had to change my mind about the T-Rex bird.
Yes.
And that T-Rex bird left the property. Yeah. But he didn't leave. It seems out there that he left the property. But really, I had to do the forgiveness in my mind with Holy Spirit first, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause is in my mind. Effect is in my mind.
Yes.
So effect can't be separate outside of me.
Yes. Yes.
This is a big one. This took me about 12 years to get. I was so resistant to this in the early days.
This is a big one because ego will say cause is in your mind, but effect is out there. But there is no out there. So cause and effect are in your mind and they're one and the same. So when cause is healed, knowing that effect must follow is the demonstration. Like that's how healing seems to occur, like physical healing, or chaos into harmony, or discord into love, conflict, right? Yeah. The effect is also in our mind. Has to follow the healed cause. Oh wow. Yeah, big.
Okay. Okay, so now we're up to paragraph 3.
Yes.
The world you see is a vengeful world, and everything in it is a symbol of vengeance. Each of your perceptions of external reality is a pictorial representation of your own attack thoughts. Oh, one can well ask if this can be called seeing. Is not fantasy a better word for such a process, and hallucination a more appropriate term for the result of the attack that we seem to perceive in the world or in the body? Yeah.
So I'm having a fantasy in my mind and I'm hallucinating, seeing the images of that fantasy all in my mind, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you see, we see what we value, good or bad. That's the only way we can that's the only way we could be triggered by something, is if in our unconscious we still value it through the ego, right?
Yes.
I forgot what I was going to say, but Anyway, okay, I'll keep reading.
Okay.
Where am I up to? Which paragraph?
Paragraph 4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
You see the world that you've made, but you do not see yourself as an image maker.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be saved from the world, but you can escape from its cause. And what he's saying is the cause is the vengeance in our mind, right? The ego. Yeah. This is what salvation means. For where is the world you see when its cause is gone? Vision already holds a replacement for everything you think you see now. Loveliness can light your images and so transform them that you will love them, even though they were made of hate. They were previously made of hate. It's through the ego filter, right? For you will not be making them alone. So we're not going to make these images of vengeance anymore through the ego's filter.
Mm-hmm.
We're allowing Holy Spirit to divinely repurpose them into visions of love, of union, of joy, of peace. Yeah, beautiful. Of happiness.
Yes.
Okay. So number 5, the idea for today introduces the thought that you are not trapped in the world you see because its cause can be changed. You know, whenever he says, I've learnt to do this, whenever he mentions the world you see, in my own mind, it's very, very helpful to also include the word, the body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he says here, the idea for today introduces the thought that you are not trapped in the world you see, in the world or the body that you see, right?
Yes.
Because its cause can be changed. This change requires first that the cause be identified and then let go so that it can be replaced, and it will be divinely replaced in our mind. The first 2 steps in this process require your cooperation. The final one does not. Your images have already been replaced. By taking the first 2 steps, you will see that this is so.
So the first step is that the cause be identified, which is it's not out there, it's in my mind, and that I can make another choice. I can let these attack thoughts. I'm seeing a world of vengeance because of attack thoughts that are being projected out. So they're not out there, they're in my mind. If the cause is attack thoughts, I can release those. And when I do, that's the invitation to Holy Spirit to reveal to us the underlying reality that's there, the lovely vision that we can see absent the attack thoughts.
That's the invitation to Christ's vision.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Besides using it throughout the day as the need arises, 5 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. As you look about you, repeat the idea slowly to yourself first, and then close your eyes and devote about a minute to searching your mind for as many attack thoughts as occur to you. As each one crosses your mind, say this: I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about, and fill in the blank. It might be about my physical pain, it might be about my ex, it might be about my child, whatever it might be. Hold each attack thought in mind as you say this, and then dismiss that thought and go on to the next. In the practice periods, be sure to include both your thoughts of attacking and of being attacked. Okay? Their effects are exactly the same because they are exactly the same. You do not recognize this as yet, And you are asked at this time only to treat them as the same in today's practice periods. We are still at the stage of identifying the cause of the world you see. When you finally learn that thoughts of attack and of being attacked are not different, you'll be ready to let the cause go. And I tell you what, you'll be doing a happy dance when you see that, right?
Absolutely.
From our experience.
Yes. Yes.
You know, an attack thought or any idea that we're being victimized by anything, it's like a hot potato. You don't want to hold it. You want to
No.
get rid of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And not by giving it to a brother.
Oh, no. Giving it to the Holy Spirit.
That's right. Right. Any trigger. Oh, wow. So good. Lesson 23. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. Yeah. And then start applying that idea to various things where you feel attacked or where you are attacking your attack thoughts. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, sis. Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yes, it was. Thank you, everybody. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.